Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we delve into one of the most confusing and haunting cases in American history, one that divided a nation and left us with more questions than answers. Join us as we explore the tragic story of JonBenet Ramsey, a case that fascinates and enigmatizes to this day. Let's get started. On June 1st, 1996, JonBenet competed in the Miss Royal State pageant in Denver, and a month later won America's Little Miss Colorado's gingerbread product in the Miami Supreme category. PATSY wanted her daughter to have a portfolio, and it was during that time that she posed for many of the heavily made-up photos that the whole country would see months later. On December 17th, she was crowned Little Miss Christmas at the All-Star Kids Christmas pageant held at the Airport Holiday Inn near Denver. She was at a nearby mall for an appearance sponsored by Miss America Royal on December 22nd. Jon and Patsy Ramsey's youngest child was found dead in their Boulder, Colorado basement on the afternoon of December 26, 1996, about 8 hours after Patsy frantically called 911 to report that her 6-year-old daughter had been abducted. She woke around 5:30 a.m. to find a 2.5-page, sloppily printed ransom note at the bottom of the stairs threatening to behead the child unless her parents paid more than $118,000, paying ransom to some foreign group. It was Jon who discovered JonBenet's body shortly after 1:30 p.m. On his second search, the house was already packed with police and family friends. The baby, still dressed in the pajamas she had worn to bed the night before, climbed the stairs and placed it next to the Christmas tree in the living room. JonBenet had been strangled, and a blow to the head fractured her skull. The medical examiner would later find vaginal injuries and blood stains on her underwear, but the blood on her body was not in places consistent with the stains. What was at once tragic and horrifying turned into a crime under perplexing circumstances. Why did JonBenet leave a ransom note when she wasn't taken from her home? Or is she? Did someone tamper with the basement window? If an intruder was responsible, why were there no footprints in the snow outside the house? How come no one found her during the first search of the house? A family friend peeked into the wine cellar where she was found, but the light was not on. How can a proper forensic investigation be done with so many people in and out of Ramsey's house on that first day? Even before Jon takes his daughter's body, who knows how much evidence seems to be tampering with it? There is now a canon of books, news specials, and television movies investigating, analyzing, and re-dramatizing this investigation. According to the Boulder Police Department, they processed more than 1,500 pieces of evidence, including 1,000 DNA samples. Their major crime units reviewed and followed up on 21,016 tips, letters, and emails, and interviewed more than 1,000 detectives in 19 states. But 25 years later, many questions remain unanswered, and the murder of JonBenet Ramsey remains unsolved. Not only does JonBenet's murder remain unsolved, but that alone might be enough to inspire the continued interest of a regular group of armchair investigators and true crime fanatics. Thanks to podcasts and sometimes very lofty ambitions, true crime-inspired programming we all are. Everything about this case, a case where the stone-cold, undisputed facts are disturbing enough, is wrong. When you think about the forensic evidence, the hours of interviews, and the manpower spent on investigations, you wonder how crimes are ever solved. Because this is not enough to solve. Were the police dealing with criminal masterminds? Or is a bold-faced lie more powerful when there is an entrenched class system and a huge fund ready to back it up? Any recent development in the JonBenet Ramsey murder case? No one has been charged in connection with her death. One person confessed and was arrested, but his confession was false. Other names have been floated over the years, but nothing has been conclusively proven. The investigation into JonBenet's assassination was marred by controversy and missteps from the start. Many criticized the Boulder Police Department for failing to adequately secure the crime scene, where critical evidence could have been contaminated. Suspicion soon fell on the Ramsey family, with some accusing the parents of involvement in their daughter's death, but no concrete evidence linking them was found, and the case was left with no clear suspects. The media frenzy over the incident was unprecedented, and the story made headlines across the nation. JonBenet's involvement in beauty pageants and the release of photos and videos of her sparked heated debates about the sexualization of children and the ethics of child pageants. The sensational coverage of the case led to intense scrutiny of the Ramsey family and even fueled conspiracy theories. As the years passed, the JonBenet Ramsey case became an unsolved mystery. The investigation stalled, and the Boulder Police Department faced heavy criticism for its handling of the case. Over the years, many suspects have emerged, from intruders to family friends, but no one has been definitively linked to the crime scene. In recent years, advances in forensic technology have offered hope in search for answers. DNA evidence found on JonBenet's clothing raised the possibility of identifying her killer. New leads and potential suspects were investigated, but the case remains unsolved, causing heartache and frustration for JonBenet's family and the public. JonBenet Ramsey's case still affects society today. It sparked conversations about child protection, media ethics, and flaws in the criminal justice system. It also raised questions about the media's role in influencing public perception and the ethics of sensationalizing such tragic events. Ultimately, the case of JonBenet Ramsey is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk in our society and the importance of seeking justice for those who cannot speak for themselves. Although the nation is divided over the case, one thing is certain: the memory of JonBenet will forever be etched in our hearts. Thank you for joining us as we explore the powerful and heartbreaking story of JonBenet Ramsey. We hope this discussion serves as a reminder to never forget those with unresolved stories. If you found this video informative, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, take care and stay curious.